May Day preparations underway. More talk of crossovers. Our prediction becomes true. Willie resigns. Presidential polls an issue for North. Wijaya Dasa's entry to worsen SLFP crisis.
The leader, දේශයට මග කියන ප්‍රවෘත්ති පෙළගැස්ම.
May Day preparations underway. More talk of crossovers. Returning from their vacations in the new year, politicians are now back at work, with focus on how to show their might on May Day. The past week saw parties booking their desired venues for the rallies. Their representatives were summoned for a meeting chaired by a Deputy Inspector General of Police. Most parties have sought permission to hold their rallies on the main roads. Accordingly, the National People's Power got its location near Independence Square, and the Samagi Jana Balawegaya too has secured its venue. The SJB is busy with the hope of holding the biggest ever May Day rally. Its spokesman, S.M. Marikar, says the expectation is to bring a crowd of more than 100,000. The Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna too is preparing for its rally at Campbell Park. At an oil anointing ceremony, Namal Rajapaksa told NPP's Nalinda Jayatissa that they would have to spend a lot to bring people. One bus will cost more than Rs 100,000, he said. Jayatissa replied that they will have no such issue because they are planning 4 rallies separately. It is said that the United National Party has big plans too, with Wajira Abewardana promising to bring 2,000 buses. Ravi Karunanayake has been told to bring 50,000 people from Colombo. In the meantime, Dayasiri Jayasekara, Wimal Weerawansa and Roshan Ranasinghe are having a combined rally at Kirulaponi grounds. Freedom People's Congress Doulas Alahaparuma faction initially decided to join them, but are yet to finalise it. Weerawansa's faction is discussing the formation of a new alliance for elections. But some of its MPs are talking of supporting either Ranil, Sajith or AKD. The month of May will also see several hopefuls launching their campaigns for the presidential race. Before that, everyone tries to gain a morale booster courtesy May Day. Our prediction becomes true. Willie resigns. About a week ago, the Leader TV reported that President Ranil Wickremesinghe is going to change certain provincial governor positions. Willie Gamage in the south is to be retired, while Lakshman Yappa will be transferred from northwest to the south, with Nazir Ahmed to succeed him in the northwest, it was said. It has happened now. This is truth first. Willie has sent in his resignation letter to the President's Secretary, effective from 2 May. Prior to the Cabinet meeting last week, he was discussed by ministers. Those from the south told Ranil that Willie was not cooperating with them, but appointing Ahmed to the northwest is being opposed, especially by Buddhist monks and businessmen. Anunayake of Asgiria, Anamadwe Damadasi Thera, is leading the opponents. We will inform the President that it is inappropriate to appoint a non-Buddhist, he says. Now, it seems Ahmed is to be posted to the east and Senthil given the northwest to prevent the matter from getting controversial. Also, reports reaching the Leader TV say Yappa has no intention of leaving the northwest. Ministers Mahinda Amarawera, Kanchana Wijasekara and Ramesh Pathirana have been exerting pressure on the President to appoint him to the south. Yappa hesitated over certain differences with Kanchana. So Kanchana visited Yappa's son Oshala, who is the chairman cooperative wholesale establishment, at his home and tried to smooth things over. In the meantime, Ranil telephoned Yappa from Nuwara Elia and asked him about his opinion. He passed the ball back into the President's court, noting his policy of not appointing a governor to the province where he does his politics. Ranil replied, "No. I thought you will not contest from Matara again. I hear that Pasanda Yappa is contesting." Pasanda is the SLPP organiser for Akuresa. In the end, the governor agreed to reconsider things. Meanwhile, Willie went to Kurunagala, met Yappa and had a long chat. Nimalanza is trying his utmost to keep Yappa in the northwest. It appears Ranil is going to relax his policy and change positions in a lighter way. Its importance is clear to anyone with political sense. With provincial councils and local government bodies inactive, the position of governor is crucial in playing political games. Presidential polls, an issue for North. With internal dissent present in the Tamil National Alliance, it is yet unclear if a candidate from the North will contest the presidential election. Early reports said the choice was MP CV Vigneswaran, but some in the North say that will not do because he will most likely side with Ranil in the end. S. Sritharan wields the majority power now, and results could depend on him, they also say. Leadership issues are at the heart of the dispute, since R. Sampanthan, the traditional leader, distanced himself from politics. Sritharan wants the North to field a common candidate, noting that Southern candidates they had supported failed them. M.A. Sumantharan disagrees, saying the Northern candidates were unable to grab public attention. The attempt is to impact the South by fielding a Northern candidate, he insists. The Southern polity will soon get to work on garnering Northern support for their candidates. Unway Big Brother India will be a crucial factor in deciding the voter mindset in both the North and the estates. Here, a case in point is noted by critics. The JVP, now the NPP, has abandoned its Indian expansionism talk and decided to hold a May Day rally in Jaffna. Wijayadasa's entry to worsen SLFP crisis. In view of the internal crisis in the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, its breakaway factions are now at coalition talks with the SJB and the Lanka camp. Last week, the court injunction against Maithripala Sirisena's functioning as the SLFP chairman was extended. At the same time, new party appointees made their case to the Election Commission. Its chairman Ratnayake said they were yet to finalise a decision. The latest is Sirisena's appointment of Minister Wijayadasa Rajapaksa as the party's acting chairman. Soon after, the new appointee and his group went to the Dali Road headquarters. There, Wijayadasa levelled the finger at Minister Tiran Alice and said a fundamental rights petition would be filed against the police for refusing them entry. Even the Sirisena faction's Thilanga Sumatipala is against the new appointment. He inquires as to when Wijayadasa has become a SLFP member and who gave him the membership. SLPP General Secretary Prasad Karyawasam is going to raise the same in writing with Wijayadasa. Basil has instructed him to take legal action. In the meantime, SLFP National Organiser Duminda Disanayaka believes Sirisena has sold the SLFP to Wijayadasa for Rs 85 million to find money to pay. Easter Sunday attacks, compensation. He accuses Sirisena of selling the party to save his skin. But Wijayadasa says something different. According to him, Nimal Siripala, Amarawera and Duminda are trying to betray the SLFP to the UNP. Sumatipala tries to ally with the SJB and obtain a national list position. Except for those few, others in the SLFP want their party to remain independent, he said. The other thing is Ranil is not going to contest. When that is announced in a few days, Amarawera and his lot will be lost men, Wijayadasa added. Noting that an MP from another party can be in the cabinet, the Justice Minister goes on to say that the President spoke to him and found no issue with him. This is how Sri Lanka's politics is managed today. It is quite different from situations in the past. That is why the Leader TV tells you that the presidential polls this time around will rewrite Lankan politics. That's it for today.